Hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play of Beholder. My name is Anna Mardal, and today we're going to call a phone number that I have never called before. So, should be interesting. This is a number that was left on a note for our wife to find. Antoine, what happened? I'm in trouble. Those damn new Tomorrow guys are after me. Why? You're just a mechanic in the print shop. There's no time for jokes, Carl. You know I work for the government, but you decided to not tell Danton. Or you didn't know, even though it's your job to know. It was the first one. In any case, you must help me. How? Hide me. Your apartment would be the best place. Nobody would think I'm back. I'm not that stupid. I guarantee you a handsome reward. The strike was sabotage thanks to me. I've completed my task from the Ministry of Resistance. You'll be well rewarded for your help, Carl. Okay, you can stay in my office. I hope you won't be there long. All I need is a couple of days, then I'll be picked up. I don't like Antoine, but I don't see a reason to not shelter him. Because I don't know, I guess I feel a kindred soul in this guy who has his own many troubles to deal with. Wow, we still have 162 cameras. Did you see that? That's a lot of cameras. Hey Anton, how are you liking the house? I'll stay with you for a couple of days. Martha, do you like the new house guest? What happened to Patrick, Daddy? Martha, Patrick went far, far away. Don't tell anyone. Tell everyone he went to the capital. Okay, Daddy, but nobody has talked to me since I pretended to be a dog and barked at everybody. Okay. I'm okay with that. That's funny. I like her. She's adorable without me. Oh, good. Anton's talking with her about candy. Martha needs a little bit of socialization. She literally never leaves the basement. Right now we're just kind of keeping an eye on people. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm gonna check my own house to see if Anton stashed anything. I want to see if Anton stashed anything in here. Which somebody has been buying stuff to replenish the things that I took and sold. And that's fine. I would assume it was on. Oh, there's paint. There's paint in our drawers. So, but I think I checked. I don't know. Anton, why are you sleeping in the office? We have a whole bed that nobody's using because I don't sleep. And apparently Anna's sleeping in Patrick's bed now, which is kind of strange. But there were scissors there too. Apparently Anna's sleeping in Patrick's bed, which is a little strange, but at the same time, okay, like... Oh dear, Danton's outside. At the same time, she probably misses her son, so, I mean... Oh. I have a pistol. When did that happen? And why do we keep it next to Martha's bed? My God, Anna, did you put it there? Is that the pistol you used to shoot me in the beginning? Okay, daily news. Rest for workers. The employees of Mine 17 held a meeting about improving the condition of their work environment. They decided everything is fine and signed up for a vacation. Local resorts offer a wide range of vacations and educational programs, including museum tours, visiting memorials to our dear leader, and attending patriotic seminars. So if you recall, Anton ruined Danton's planned demonstration / riot by creating nice brochures about vacation hotspots nearby as opposed to propaganda. So presumably that's why the news is different. Hi, Danton. What do you want? Hello, Carl. You must have read newspapers and know what happened. The situation got out of control. Traitor Gruvik escaped. What a pity. We'll pay a good price for his head. Do you know anything about him? So I can either turn him in or say I don't know where he is. Here's the thing. Okay. I don't like Grubik. But he feels like just another pawn in this chess game. He doesn't feel like a general. He doesn't feel like... I don't feel like he ruined the revolution because he hates the revolution. I feel like he did it for the same reason we do anything. So I'm gonna say I don't know where he is. Because I don't feel like there's any revolutionary value in Dalton killing him. It just settles a grudge. And yeah, it would get Dalton to trust us, but Dalton kind of already trusts us. And I don't feel like he deserves to die for that. So you know what? I don't know where he is. What a shame. Coming back to where you used to live is a smart plan. Nobody but me decided to inspect your building, but I believe you. Goodbye, Carl. Well, that's kind of terrifying. The phone's going off. Comrade Carl, you did the right thing providing Comrade Grubik with shelter. His actions caused the labor strike to fail in a big way. Antoine Grubik is a hero who helped avoid bloodshed. We'll take him in a couple of days. The motherland will thank you. Try to hide him from others. Well... He's currently eating in the cafeteria. Antoine, I need you to leave the... Okay, you know what? The police are coming for him. I think that's probably for the best. Yeah, they're not brutalizing him. They're just taking him away, which he wants. So... Okay. I'm a little at a loss now. I have no free units to rent. And I know that I need to have free units to rent for...
You live in the best country in the world.
Oh,
and
good.
Other countries are jealous of you. Each of our citizens receives all that...
I need some food before I can deal with the propaganda truck. So we're going to pause right there. And I'm going to go get some food and possibly some Advil, because the propaganda truck is a bad truck. Okay, I went away and had a food, and then I had sleep. And I think I am finally ready to take on the terrible no-good truck. There are two things that we can do with the terrible no-good truck, or at least two things that I know of. Deep breath.
Leader effortlessly disperses the waves of terror our treacherous enemies send crashing upon our great state.
Hey.
Still, you must be vigilant. Keep an eye on your surroundings. Watch out.
Maybe we can bring the sound down just a little bit so it's not shouting over me. Oh, hold on. Thank you.
For agents of sabotage and report every...
Oh, thank goodness it stops while we talk to him. I'm just off Markovich. This is the mobile propaganda unit. According to our schedule, we'll be here for 4 days. Enjoy, Carl. 4 days? Can you turn it down? I can't. I can turn it up, though. Aren't you tired of hearing this? Moving on would be neglecting my duty. So we can try to bribe him to leave, but I don't think it'll work anyway.
Do not let aggressive imperialism cast a shade over our labor and valor. To counter the hostile attacks and defend our right to live as we wish, we will move forward along our own path and prove that the people and the party are one.
Wow, I hate
our
it.
great leader is the mind, honor, and conscience of the state. May he live long and prosper.
Maybe just a little bit softer, even. There we go.
You live in the best country in the world, and other countries are jealous of you. Each of our
last time this thing showed up,
that he or she needs to leave a
Anton
happy and
asked
carefree
us to, or Danton, sorry,
soap, sugar, bread,
asked
and
us
certificates
to,
of appreciation. Just remember, our foes are continually
sabotage
plotting
it.
against us. Thankfully,
and
our great leader
to turn it
effortlessly
to
disperses the
a
waves of terror
revolutionary
our treacherous
broadcasting
enemies send crashing upon our great state. Still, you must be vigilant. Keep an eye on your surroundings. Watch out for agents of sabotage and report every transgression. Do not let aggressive imperialism cast a shade over our labor and valor. To counter the hostile attacks and defend our right to live as we wish, we will move forward along our own path and prove that the people and the party are one.
Please call.
Our great leader is the mind, honor, and conscience of the state. May he
we can't
live
even
long and
get
prosper.
it sped up to like a comical
You live in the best
chipmunk
country
speed
in the world, and other countries are
using
jealous of
the-
you. Each of our citizens receives
pick up the
all
phone.
that
Okay,
he or
sorry,
she needs to
sorry.
live a happy and carefree life. Soap, sugar,
can't hear the
bread,
phone
and certificates
over
of
the-
appreciation. Just remember,
Hello, Carl. This is Danton. Our team needs your help again. Now what? You've surely noticed the propaganda near your building. It's hard to miss it. It goes day and night. None of the tenants can sleep. The lack of sleep is the least of evils this job visits upon me. I do love how dramatic Danton is. The worst part is the content that rig is cramming into our people's ears, but we have a plan that will advance our cause. So, he wants us to change the frequency to 101.9.
our foes are continually plotting against us. Thankfully, our great leader...
Ministry of Order. Hello, Carl. The famous General Ariel Johnson is coming to town. So this is the general that we're supposed to move in and fulfill his every request.
disperses the waves of terror our treacherous enemies send crashing upon our
Tiny
great
problem
state.
with that. Okay, first of all, let's make sure this is saved. Yes. Okay.
Still, you must be vigilant. Keep an
right,
eye
first
on
of
your
all,
surroundings.
we're going to do
Watch
a-
out for agents of sabotage and report...
Oh, thank God it stopped. We're going to do a achievement hunt first. There is an achievement. I noticed when we did this quest before to change the propaganda truck to the to another type of propaganda, but it's freedom propaganda. There was another frequency we could change it to, and it was the children's radio that our wife liked to listen to, the bedtime stories. So there is an achievement for changing it to that instead of the one that Danton asks about. So I'm going to ask to change the settings, and I'm going to change it to the children's.
Every transgression. Do not let aggressive imperialism cast a shade over our labor and valor. To counter the hostile attacks and
Hello, little one. Today, we will tell you a wise tale of 3 piglets.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit so we can hear it.
Once upon a time, there was a huge apartment complex managed by the Grey Wolf. 3 piglets, all of whom were brothers, lived there. Their names were Nich Nich, Nach Nach, and Nuch Nuch. Nich Nich was very poor. He slept on a straw mattress and used a rug nailed to the wall instead of a door. This little piglet had a diary in which he recorded all of his troubles with the landlord. He was sure his home was his fortress and believed nobody would ever find the book. Nach Nach had a bit more than his brother. He had a real bed and his door was made of plywood and had a latch. At night, Nach Nach liked to experiment with his radio. In time, he was able to tune into a foreign radio station prohibited by the Grey Wolf. Nuch Nuch, the oldest, loved his life. He had a king-size bed and a sturdy oak door with a huge iron lock. He worked in the Ministry of Groceries and lived high on the hog, selling stolen goods to his brothers. Then came the day when the Grey Wolf ran out of patience. He pulled aside the little brother's rug, knocked out the middle one's plywood door, and unlocked the oldest one's oak door. Then he took the fat, lazy piglets and sent them to the factory to be turned into delicious sausages. He then gave the links to the other tenants, the very ones who had diligently watched and reported the activities of the piglets to the Grey Wolf.
Oh my god.
All this happened because the piglets forgot who gave them everything they had. So remember, little one, it doesn't matter how you live, the landlord sees it all. Just be happy you don't get sausages for dinner too often. It means we don't have many traitors among us.
Oh my
Hello, little
god.
one. Today, we will tell you a wise tale.
No, I don't even want to know what Anton has to say about the
Tale of 3 piglets. Once upon a time, there was a huge apartment complex managed by the Grey Wolf. 3.
What's going on, Carl? Why is the mobile propaganda unit next to your house broadcasting fairy tales? How would I know? It's not my responsibility. Everything that happens in your building is your responsibility. You have received a warning. Okay. That was terrifying. Oh my gosh. So...
You live in the best country in the world, and other countries are jealous of you.
Oh good.
Each of
This
our
is
citizens
continuing.
receives...
Before we can deal with the propaganda, we have 48 hours to fix. The glory to the war hero, we have 24. We have to rent an apartment for the war hero that they have told us to expect, but we have no open space at all. Dora lives in apartment 1. Aloysius lives in apartment 2. Margaret lives in apartment 3. Rowena lives in apartment 4. Sonora lives in apartment 5. And Anhe lives in apartment 6. We have to evict somebody in order to make room for the general. I'm gonna evict Anhe because first of all, he terrifies me. And well, that's really all I've got. I don't want to evict anybody, but I don't have a choice. We've got 24 hours to move the general in. So I'm going to turn him in for reading, and now we're gonna go deal with this station thing. I still think it's probably cheaper to bribe him. And we'll do the correct station. Which I will turn the music or the sound back on so we can hear the revolutionary propaganda.
Forward along our own path and prove that the people and the party are one. Our great leader is the mind, honor, and conscience.
Citizens, war is raging, and invaders have surrounded our country. Yet our great leader is doing nothing but searching for traitors in his attempt to cling to power. The state constantly feeds us false propaganda, claiming the motherland is in danger, and the party-controlled mass media call for workers and farmers to find spies among their family members. It's time to say no to their ongoing oppression. Hundreds of thousands of laborers have answered the call and are assisting the revolution and the arrival of a new tomorrow. Our country is falling apart and our people are starving. Our motto is your clarion call. Muster all your strength to fight the real enemy, the tyranny of the so-called great leader.
Okay.
Join the movement toward a new tomorrow. Let the voice of truth be heard across the land. Citizens,
so I'm going to take all of this stuff,
and invaders have surrounded our country.
And
yet our great leader is doing nothing but searching for traitors in his attempt to cling to power. The state constantly feeds us false propaganda, claiming the motherland is in danger, and the party-controlled mass media call for workers and farmers to find spies among their family members. It's time to say no to their ongoing oppression.
Could move in.
Hundreds of thousands of laborers have answered the call and are assisting the revolution and the arrival of a new tomorrow. Our country is falling apart and our people are starving. Our motto is your clarion call. Muster all your strength to fight the real enemy, the tyranny of the so-called great...
Stop. Sorry. There was somebody else available for us to move in. He's kind of mysterious. He pretends to not be able to speak, but we also have seen him talking on the phone. So that's interesting. I believe that he might be one of the revolutionaries. And I would like him to be part of our apartment complex because I think he might have some plot attached to him. That means I have to evict somebody else. I don't want to evict any of them, but I think that of our 3 tenants, well, we have Dora, Aloysius, Margaret, Rowena, and Sonora. I believe that they're all done with plot and quest. Dora, Margaret, and Rowena, and for that matter Sonora, don't seem to have any quests at all, which is why I kind of ranted a little bit in a previous video about how it's frustrating to me that so many of the female characters have no plot attached to them. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to evict Rowena. Not because I don't like Rowena, I do, but actually because of her placement on the 3rd floor. She is directly under the general's apartment. So if this person is part of the resistance, then...
Leader, join the movement toward a new tomorrow.
They may
Let the voice of truth be heard across the land.
Better positioned to spy on.
War is raging, and invaders have surrounded our country.
So we're gonna
Yet our great leader is doing nothing but searching for traitors in his attempt to cling to power. The state constantly feeds us false propaganda, claiming the motherland is in danger, and the party-controlled mass media call for workers and farmers to find spies among their family members. It's time to say no to their ongoing oppression. Hundreds of thousands of laborers have answered the call and are assisting the revolution and the arrival of a new tomorrow. Our country is falling apart and our people are starving. Our motto is your clarion call. Muster all your strength to fight the real enemy, the tyranny of the so-called great leader. Join the movement toward a
Our
new
phone is
tomorrow.
ringing,
Let
which
the voice
I
of
can't
truth
hear at
be heard.
all over that. What's going on, Carl? A mobile propaganda unit was attacked next to your building. The repairman is gone, and anti-state heresy is being broadcast at full volume. Your main task is to maintain order. You have been fined.
Heard across the land. Citizens, war is
Cool.
raging.
Ministry of Order. Hello, Carl. You should settle Inga Birkenfeld, a famous scientist, in the house as soon as possible. Execute.
And invaders have
And I
surrounded
was
our
expecting
country.
that.
Yet our great leader is doing nothing but
I'm
searching
going
for
to
traitors in
evict
his attempt to cling to
Sonora.
power. The state constantly feeds us false propaganda, claiming the motherland is in danger, and the party-controlled mass
Because
media call for workers and farmers to find spies among their family members. It's time to say no to their ongoing oppression.
Across the hallway from the new general, and I get the impression that they're going to get along just fine. Sorry, Sonora. Again, I don't like having to evict perfectly innocent people just because. And we're gonna sell all of Angers. Speaking of evictions, let's go ahead and get the belongings for the previous two tenants. We'll go ahead and take all that. And let's go down and... oh, Nathan's already gone. As I said before, we're gonna put Albert in the apartment under the general, and we'll put Inga and Gerda in the apartment across the way from the general. I would like to meet the general, but my phone is ringing, and I can actually turn the sound back up to something decent so I can hear the phone. Carl, it's Danton again. We've heard there's a certain Ariel Johnson living in your building. Yes, he's a retired general. I think he's supposed to lecture at the university. I've heard he's scheduled to give a speech at the stadium. If I'm not mistaken, this is a cover-up. So the general is suspected of being someone who puts down peaceful protests, which makes sense because we've had a few. I would like to go meet him. Hello, Carl. I'm the landlord. Ariel Johnson, retired general, here to boost the patriotic spirit of our youth. So, I gave a speech at the Patriotic Camp alumni. You should have seen the reaction. It was glorious. All in great shape, eyes full of fire, ready to fight. Like, you know, dogs. A little bit of training and we'll have a squad of bona fide slayers. I mean, soldiers. What do you think, Comrade Johnson? What future awaits us? Awesome, Carl. We're at the breaking point of the war. Food will start arriving soon. For now, there's not enough food for everyone, but those who serve our state honestly get to eat. I have nothing to add. I keep getting huge bills with your name on them. So pay them, Carl. You're responsible for my subsistence. By the way, do you know where I could get pineapples? So we paid a $500 bill for caviar for him. We will meet Inga. Her daughter is downstairs. Hello, I'm Carl Johnson, the landlord. I don't know why I added Johnson. I don't think that's right. Carl Stein. Nice to meet you. Inga Birkenfield. I work at the chemical lab. My daughter, Gerda. She isn't working officially, but she does help me with my research. My work is classified. Are you okay? My cough, that's bronchitis. Okay, so let's go down and meet Gerda and Carl, the landlord. Gerda Birkenfield. And if you recall, she is absolutely fanatical, or at least pretends to be fanatical about loving our wonderful country. Unclear whether that's an act or if it's genuine. It sort of seems genuine. We're going to... Oh, that is a very slow walk, Conrad. We're going to meet the new tenant, whose name is Albert. And Albert says that he... or conveys that he's mute, and it's actually very annoying to me that Carl makes no attempt whatsoever to attempt hand signs, try to talk to him or communicate with him some other way. But it is what it is. The general has ordered $1,000 worth of drinks. But we do see that Albert is on the phone. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to him about that. Oh, crumbs. I didn't get the miss of him reading, but it's fine.
It's fine. Look at it.
You're not mute. I can prove it. I'm sick and tired of you, Carl. I'm not mute, but I have reasons to hide this fact. Tell me your story and tell the truth. I'm not sure I can trust you, but I guess I have no choice. My real name is indeed Albert Lienke, and I'm here on assignment from the state. What state? Valverde. What? We've been at war with Valverde for 40 years. I'm here to stop that war, Carl. How is you pretending to be mute going to help? You see, Carl, both sides in this war are supporting the conflict in an effort to grow richer. Don't interrupt. No one can even remember anymore what started the war, but it creates factory and mine jobs and allows for oppositionists to be sent from the battlefield and buried there. The only way to end it is to gain the ultimate advantage. I'm talking A-bomb here, Carl. What bomb? You don't even know what I'm talking about, and your country has it. But instead of threatening to use it and ending the war, your government prefers to keep quiet and continue sending people to die. If we get it, we'll end this senseless violence in a day. By dropping a bomb on us? Using it is out of the question, Carl. It would leave nothing standing. That's not what we need. Engineer Bastian Wallner is looking for an apartment in your district. He has access to the blueprints. That's why I'm here, Carl. Move him into your building and get me the blueprints. Have you lost your mind? My duty is to report you immediately. This will stop the war. Do you think that massacre will end on its own? 40 years. They've been grinding our children into pulp for 40 years. Wouldn't it have been better to manufacture pots and clothes instead of gunpowders, bullets, and coffins? I don't know what to say. Will you help me? Oh. So there are two war trophies. There's ending the war with by helping Albert, or keeping the war going by not helping Albert. So I guess we'll help him. Okay, but promise me the bomb won't be used. I swear on my life. I know you're going to do something amazing. Cool. So, beyond anything else, we now have to evict another innocent tenant. But first we're going to do some apartment exploring. This is the general's apartment. And so far, we haven't really found anything incriminating for Danson. I mean, he has a blue tie, but he did have some film, which I genuinely don't know if you can, like, get film developed. This one's tricky because there's two women who live here, and either one of them could come back upstairs at any time. I think after this one, yeah, okay. We haven't got the back room, but we're gonna call that one a... Okay, let's see here. We need to get rid of somebody so the engineer can move in. And unfortunately, Marge is next, because that's the across the hall apartment. You go to sleep once and you forget all the buttons. Marge. She's in 3. She violated directive number 52 on the 12th. Send. And now we have to go pick up the phone. Alright. It is the Ministry of Order. What did they want? Carl, there's a code orange alarm in the city. You might have an explosive device in your building. Examine the building and talk with the tenants immediately. Do not mention the current danger. We don't want to spark a panic. Cool. Cool. Explosive device. Well, let's check the mailbox. That's always a good place to start. Oh, ducks are illegal now because of the oh, what the heck? What did the editorial staff says the article was an attempt... What? The editorial staff says the article was an attempt to kill the editor-in-chief who nearly died laughing and refuses to comment on the rubber duck ban. I didn't know that there was a backside to this paper. What are those? What? 274536? Does this have to do with the bombing? Do you confirm you completed the game? What? Everybody's doing what they can, but hardly anyone's doing what they should. What?
The side effects of the experimental sleep suppressant given to Carl during the medical checkup were catastrophic, and in time, he slipped into a coma.
What?
His slumbering mind fruitlessly tried to escape the imaginary world where Carl was charged with horribly dull task, searching for the center of the universe.
What?
He found it many times, but it always contained nothing. Nothing, Carl!
What? I guess I found a weird secret ending, like the aliens in Silent Hill. Go me. I don't know. How are you?
I chose a weird time to walk in.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. We're doing okay, though. Look, kitty.
Were we doing okay?
I mean, unless this milkshake is, like, laced with something and I'm hallucinating. Did you see Carl searching for the center of the universe?
I don't know what I saw.
Apparently Carl was searching for the center of the universe, but he never found anything in it.
It sounds like a better game.
But yeah, like, if you click this, it uncovers a phone number and it, like, gives you a secret ending. I don't know. But there are no bombs in the mailbox, and that's what's important. I'm gonna call Dan. Maybe Dan knows about this bomb. Oh, no, that's not an option. Weird. What number? Oh, that number. Call Dan. That's the Johnson we need. Oh, okay, so the medal that I found in the governor's... Not governor's, general's apartment. Yeah, the Battle of Aglo. I didn't even notice the name. So yeah, he's the Butcher of Aglo that Danton is looking for. Damn Butcher! Asking you to do this isn't easy, Carl, but you have to help us get rid of that monster. Are you insane? Carl, difficult times require harsh measures. He won't stop. He'll keep doing what he's best at, getting rid of those who think differently than him. According to the methodic manuals we acquired, his methods rely on technology, and this is being done to peaceful citizens, students, their children, Carl. I suppose you're right, but murder? You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. He must die so that he can no longer give speeches to school children. He's a monster. Will you help me? Yeah.
He kills people by giving motivational speeches?
I thought they were saying that the motivational speeches were like cover for him coming here to kill people, but
They're linked.
yeah, I don't fully... You know what, fine, we've come this far. What do you want me to do? You're doing the right thing, Carl, trust me. We haven't had much time to plan, so I've been able to come up with only 3 ways of dealing with him. Poisoning is the simplest way. You risk nothing. They'll say it was an accident or a mistake. Everyone knows he's an alcoholic. Unfortunately, we don't have time to acquire poison. What are the other ways? The second way is riskier. You would lure the butcher to a corner, and our hitman would take it from there. What if he misses? Johnson would report me. He won't miss. He lost 2 sons because of Johnson. His motivation will give him skill. He's already there. All you need to do is make sure the general's there too. There is a third way. It's the most effective, but there would be consequence for you. You would deliver a box with a bomb to him. Johnson won't refuse a gift from his fans. Understand? Yes, he's quite vain. That's right. There will be an explosion in your building, but only in his apartment, and we will compensate you for the damages. I will give you the so-called gift, but it's up to you to choose how to deal with that scumbag. Remember, we don't have much time. He'll be moving out soon. Our man will give you the box at the corner of the building.
Can you just, like, have the police?
He is unfortunately protected by a state order, so if
Oh, shoot. Good. Police brutality.
Yes, there is police brutality.
Why?
Hi? We shouldn't talk. Take a gift from my idol. But I want to have a personal date. Thanks. I'll keep it in mind. So, here's where I'm confused. We got told by the ministry there's a bomb threat, and then we were given a bomb. Why does a stranger live in our apartment, Carl? Keep your mouth shut. Got it? I'm completing a secret task. Don't get mad, okay? Tell that tenant to stop snoring and littering. I'm tired of picking up fingernails in your office. He's always biting them. What? Are you talking about Antoine? He's not here anymore. Oh my gosh! Antoine is not here anymore. He's not in our office. There are no fingernails to pick up. I just need Nathan to show up so I can sell all the many ill-gotten gains I've acquired. But I'll never be able to sell the guilt. We have 19 hours to find the bomb in our apartment building. And honestly, I don't know where to look. He said to talk to the tenants, but... Oh, okay, it was literally the first place I looked. Cool. What do I do with it? Just carry it around? I found the bomb. What should I do? Stay calm. We're sending the Motherland miners. They'll arrive within several hours. Just don't touch the device. I am afraid we don't have several hours. The clock is ticking. We should evacuate everyone. Stop panicking, Carl, and do not evacuate. That will disturb the other districts. You have to examine the device to find out what type of bomb it is. We sent you manuals on defusing each type of bomb. Check the mailbox. Oh my god. You're probably dealing with 3 types. Type 1, MGB-53. Wristwatch timer. 6 closed circuits, 6 sticks of dynamite. I guess? Oh, alarm clock timer. 1 closed circuit nitroglycerin. Digital timer. 2 closed circuits pyro powder. Well, this is digital. Or it's an alarm clock. I don't know. What am I... Oh my god. Okay. They all look the same. But the 53 has a watch face. The 41 has the little, I don't know what to call it, alarm clock. And the 43 is digital. So we're supposed to cut green, black, blue, red. Green, black, blue, red. And it's so great that our inventory is filled with... Do I have scissors? Did scissors show up in my drawer? Like the time that I suddenly had clippers in my drawer because my son planted... Nope. I don't like this. Where is it? How do I operate on it? How do I... Apparently I have to Google it. So we're gonna do that real quick. Take the clippers from your desk. I just searched my desk. I didn't see clippers, but maybe I was just panicky. Nope, there's no clippers. I have no clippers. So you need clippers if you're playing on hard mode. Regular mode doesn't require it if you're doesn't require that you're holding them to disarm the bomb. If you sold the clippers, then you're out of luck. But I didn't sell the clippers. I didn't get the clippers. There's no clippers in here. There's tobacco, and that's it. I don't have clippers. I can't defuse this bomb. What am I supposed to do? I'm so frustrated. I'm supposed to defuse the bomb with clippers that I don't have. What is this? There's a bag down here? Green, black, I don't remember if it was blue or red. Oh, so apparently when I picked it up, I didn't add it to my inventory. I picked it up and then set it on the floor. But the game didn't inform me that I'd done that. Was it red blue? I think it was red blue.
A massive explosion destroyed the whole apartment block. All beams couldn't hold it, and the roof collapsed, burying every tenant in ruins. The fire erupted and was spread all over the neighborhood by severe winds. Fire killed everyone, state criminals and honest citizens alike. In 2 hours, Krushvitsa Street was gone. The sad fate of Karl and his family was only briefly mentioned in the newspaper obituary, which read, "Died of natural cause."
So, on the negative side of things, our failure to defuse the bomb got everyone in the district killed.
Including the murderer.
On the positive side of things, none of them had to play this game.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, in the game of headstones, we're winning.
Yeah, we got a bigot.
Yeah, like, ours was better than everyone else's.
Yeah.
So, I can tell this was an early access game, or I feel like I can tell, because every time something had like an early access and therefore underwent significant changes over time, there's like a lot of old instructions that are no longer true. Because if you look on the websites, yeah, it's like, okay, it was green, black, blue, red. It's like, oh, you need the clippers, you need the clippers, you need the clippers. The clippers are in your desk. Now, we did get magical appearing clippers in the quest where your son vandalized green, black, blue, red. What, did I do it wrong again? Do we need to write it down? Apparently I do. Let's try this one more time. We did get magical appearing clippers when our son vandalized the building by putting up. And it was weird because it was like they called us and said put the stuff down or take those things down.
A massive explosion destroyed the whole apartment block. The fire erupted and was spread all over the neighborhood. The sad fate of Karl and his family was only briefly mentioned in...
Cool. Super cool. Extremely good debugging. If you load in the middle of a game over sequence, you still get the game over sequence. Alright, I will actually write the colors down this time. They're not labeled on the wire diagram, I don't think. Which means that, yeah, if you're colorblind, I guess, screw you, I guess. Okay, this is where I'm getting confused. Green, black, blue, red. Apparently that wasn't the right kind. So I'm gonna write the other ones down too. Blue. The alarm one is blue, red, black, green. And the clock one is red, green, black, and blue. surely that's a digital face. Is that not a digital face? Did I misclick or something? Let me just double check. Green, black, blue, red. Green, black, blue, red. What?
A massive explosion destroyed the whole apartment block. The fire erupted and was spread all over the neighborhood by severe wind. The sad fate of Carl and his family was only briefly mentioned in the news.
So, whoever wrote this quest wanted specifically to piss me off. I guess we'll try this one. I don't see the alarm clock ringers. Oh my god. They didn't use a different picture. Oh my god. It's the same picture for each one. So you have to actually do the exam. The 6 closed circuits and 6 sticks of dynamite was the clock one, the clock face one. And the picture for that in the manual was the round clock face. If it's that one, then it's red, green, black, and blue. So just to be super clear, and it's gone. I saw the round watch face. Oh. They gave us a digital representation up here and a digital representation down in the basement. But you had to examine it in text to learn that it was actually a watch face. I don't have words. So the Birkenfields are, by all accounts, loyal citizens. I don't see anything... Oh, foreign money. Interesting. I don't see anything indicating that they're traitors. Let's go sell everything we owned to Nathan. Nathan, my dear friend. That's illegal, that's illegal, that's illegal, that's illegal, that's illegal, that's illegal, that's illegal. That we're gonna hold on to. Nathan, do you have any rat poison? Or any kind of poison? Doesn't have to be rats. Do you have poison, Nathan? I've seen poison. I'm gonna buy the sleeping pills, although I don't know if it's a lethal amount. And maybe some rum? Can we combine the sleeping pills and the rum? Our friend is not present, and while I totally trust him, I still want to maybe that's why I thought the foreign correspondence was illegal in one of the previous playthroughs, because it's read in the sense that it'll fill out information, but it's not read in the like, oh my gosh, this is a no-no. Oh, he has 2 types of foreign sodas because, or 2 bottles of foreign sodas because he himself is a foreigner and couldn't bear to give up. He's coming back, he's coming back, he's coming back. Hi, I definitely wasn't in your apartment. These are the... Clara? Clara? What are you doing? Okay. This is the engineer that, that our foreign friend once moved in, and this is his wife, Clara, who used to be Aloysius's girlfriend, although not in this playthrough, because we didn't apparently speak to him in enough time for his loneliness to manifest, or something. I don't know. I'm still a little bitter about the cruise tickets, I'm not gonna lie. So, if I had my druthers, you know what? If I had my druthers, I would feed the bottle of narcotics and rum to the general, but I don't think the game's gonna let me be clever and do that. I thought maybe he'd drink, like, regular soda too, but no. Because I don't know of a way to combine items. I don't really want to use that bomb because it seems... so I'm gonna try to lure him out of his apartment. Ariel, your champagne is here, but there are several kinds and I'm not an expert. Could you come out and decide which bottles you want? That's easy to solve, Carl. Bring in all of it. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Some of this champagne is meant for the minister. Who cares? Bring it in. I'll have no trouble choosing one. Ariel, I don't have time to deal with your champagne. Can't a war veteran like yourself make it to the corner of the building? Okay, Carl, you're right. Sometimes it's good to show the people I'm still full of energy. There's an X marks the spot on the ground. I think he's about to get shot. That's a knife. Did he lick the knife? Oh, and then he just quietly, okay, now I'm done. Okay then. General, are you okay? My God, General, wake up! Quick, staunch the wound!
Nobody suspects a thing.
Why was General Johnson killed on your property, Carl? Ariel Johnson didn't report his comings and goings to me. I told him it was a mistake to leave the house without a bodyguard. Enemies are everywhere. This is a sad event for our great country. Await further instruction. What about my reimbursement for paying his bills? There can be no talk about compensation, Carl. You lost only money. This country lost one of its best citizens. Be glad you weren't arrested for negligence. Well, it was only $1,500 worth of caviar and wine, and yeah, I've never had caviar. General Ariel Johnson, a famous war hero, has tragically died. The entire country is taking part in 3 days of mourning. The general was stabbed to death near his residence as he was preparing to give a series of lectures in our city. He might be dead, but his work goes on. So I guess this Voice of Truth is like a revolutionary pamphlet that goes out, but it would have been nice to know that, earlier. Aglo Butcher kicks the bucket. Hooray! No more sending our youth to the front line instead of school. Yep, we're pretty awesome. No doubt about that. I'm Carl, the landlord.
Hello, handsome. I'm Carl Wallner.
For how long are you here?
Oh, that's up to my husband. Who knows how long he'll be holding this position?
Clara is reading. Where is your husband, Clara? Is that him downstairs or is that a Lotus? I'm having a hard time telling some of the... Bastian, yes. I'm Carl, the landlord.
Bastian Wallner. Nice to meet you. I see the building is in good hands.
According to the latest forecast, we can look forward to gray skies and heavy humidity for the immediate future. If you've been dreaming of a sunny day, snap out of it.
I am not upset about it because I am busy on my work most of the time.
Okay. He seems nice. I am happy that he and Clara are happy together. No one wants to move into my building.
Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm coming.
Oh, it's Danton. Carl, I can't thank you enough. I know it was a hard decision to make. Things like that always leave a mark. But you said there would be a lot of people. I hope this gives you peace of mind. I can't remember when I last slept, Danton. Trust me, you'll have time to sleep in after we've dealt with those social parasites. No, I can't sleep. It's not like a guilt thing, it's a... And that's the end of my milkshake. Sorry. What blueprints? The A-Bomb blueprints, Carl, which will help end this pointless war. Find a way to get it from Bastian Waldner. Well, let's just go ask him. Hey, Bastian. What do you want?
Carl, I have a delicate, or should I say very personal request. It's your job to supervise the building, right? Could you keep an eye on my wife?
Why?
It's just... I'm not a fool, Carl. I know she's way out of my league. I'm just an engineer on a fixed payroll. And I'm not handsome either, but she's pretty and smart.
Well...
I spend most of my time at work, and I'm afraid to leave her alone. Admirers are flocking around her. Could you keep an eye on her?
Do you want me to catch your wife cheating on you?
Not cheating. Please let that be the case.
I'll think about it.
Thank you, Carl. I owe you.
He wants me to follow her, but... And this is important. I cannot actually follow anybody off the property. Much as I might like to. So who is your husband?
He's a smart guy. He works as a chief engineer somewhere. In the factory or on a steamboat.
What does he do?
Ask him yourself.
Clara, I know you're cheating on your husband.
Nonsense, you can't prove it.
My gut tells me.
His gut?
Okay, so... That wasn't, in my opinion, that useful, but... So, I'm guessing... I'm assuming I need them to leave so I can look through their things. Clara is drinking now. Nobody really likes our propaganda posters. They all kind of interrobang at them. Who is this? Somebody who won't talk to us. Fine. Seriously, who are you? I'm just gonna stand over here, out of the way. They're talking about hearts. What do you want? I'm Carl, the landlord. What are you doing here? I'm the head of the transportation department. Bastian Wallner is my employee. What do you want? Are you here to see Bastian? He's at work. You should know that, being his boss. What do you care? This is a private visit. I care about everything that happens in the building. That's my job. Okay, stop yelling. It's quite personal, and I beg you to keep it quiet. I'm here on a private matter. I'm visiting Wallner's wife, Clara. Shame on you. You see, Wallner's performance has been lacking for some time. I've been thinking of firing him. But his wife came to me and offered, well, herself. She is quite giddy. Giddy? I'm a bachelor, so I agreed. I have to pay through the nose for the pleasure, though. You pay her. I'm not the only one doing something wrong here. Her husband gets none of what I pay her. I don't know what she does with it. She definitely doesn't add it to the family pot. I see. Sorry, I have to go now. Well, that makes me sad. So what if we instead hire Georg Draymond and Krista Maria Draymond? They are in town on business and need a place to stay. Who are you? Who are you? May I help you? I'm Carl Stein, the landlord of this house. I'm Jean Oren, leader of the women's work movement. Our main goal is to free women from the kitchen. Our motto is every woman must have a place at a machine and patent leather shoes for dance. Are you ready to make a contribution to the freedom and happiness of every woman in our country? How much does freedom cost? $5,000, Comrade Carl. You know what? Here. Thank you. In the name of Women's Fellowship, I will register you in the White Book. Jean, are you sure a woman would be happier standing in a machine than working in her kitchen? No doubt, Comrade Carl. The country has moved forward and we are moving with it. Today, women are the perfect substitute for men. Well, I did say that I got nervous whenever I saw Feminist in one of the profiles, that the game was going to try to break my heart. Women's work movements have nothing to do with replacing men, even in weird totalitarian countries. And I dislike that Carl is programmed to be misogynistic, whether I want him to be or not. I was married, Comrade Carl. I cooked, washed clothes, and cleaned. What do you think my husband did? Nothing. However, he grew the cocks at home, and they shit everywhere they could, even in the borscht. Fighting cocks. How much did he earn? Men. The only thing that interests you is money. Well, yes, he made a lot of money because he was the best in this business. But those kinds of fights are illegal, and he, out of sheer mockery of the law, called his champion Wise Chief. Although he hasn't lost a single fight, he's disrespecting our great leader. What a name for a cock of all things. The authorities could be here any minute. Glory to the chief. I left my husband at the right time and found happiness at one of the factory's machines. Carl says her history freezes his blood, which I think he means he is upset with her as opposed to upset at hearing about the brutal animal abuse. And thankfully the entire conversation ended, which is good because I really don't know how much more of it I could have withstood. We're gonna see if I can do a quick So, Bastian is coming back, which makes me nervous. So I'm gonna wait for him and see if I can't talk to him. He hasn't come back upstairs. Let's meet the new neighbors. Hello, I'm Carl, the landlord. Hello there, I'm George Draymond. We just moved here. What do you do for work? I'm currently looking for a job. I applied at the Ministry of Employment. I used to be an immigration officer. You have an accent. Where are you from? Our papers are fine. I didn't know having an accent was against the law. That's not what I meant. It's just that foreigners are rare here. Is it noticeable? Will we get in trouble? Don't worry, there haven't been any orders about accents or illegal aliens yet. Thanks. You've eased my mind. I've got a big family and not all of them are here yet. Just me and my wife. Others are on their way. Others? I have my hands full. There's my wife, my son, my mother-in-law, my uncle, my niece. A lot indeed. How do you like it here? I thought moving here would solve my problems, but it's no different from what we left behind. There are plenty of ministries. The state controls everything. I even heard there are revolutionists here. Well, control isn't such a bad thing, but yes, we do have plenty of ministries. Recently, they created the Ministry of Supervision and put it over the Ministry of Strict Control. Have you heard of the Ministry of the Dental Innovations and the Ministry of Stamps? Not yet, although it's hard to keep track of everything that comes up. In the last news, they want to merge with the Ministry of Agriculture with the Ministry of Culture. What will it be called? Ministry of Agriculture. We are busy arranging patriotic concerts in fields. Their Beetroot Motherland Fest and the Patriots Eat Turnips play are very popular. They're rehearsing a new play called The Potato Flag of International Friendship. Stop, I can't listen to this anymore. What did you do before? Immigration Service Inspector. Sat there checking passports. I decided whether or not to let people into the country. Oh my god, they actually put in a Papers, Please reference. He is supposed to be the protagonist from Papers, Please. It sounds boring. Oh no, there was no time to be bored. The immigration regulations kept changing every day. Let's just say there were all sorts of people. You must be an expert on papers, visas and such then. We have what we have. Tell me if you need help. I can easily spot a fake. Do you know what's up with foreign travel nowadays? Are we all allowed to go abroad? Oh yes. There are still some other options, though they're pretty costly. George, I'm not sure I should discuss this with you, but could you help me and my family emigrate? Do you want to leave? Are you having issues at work? Between us, we moved because I had issues at my old job. I'm not sure yet, but it could come in handy. I'll help you, but it will be expensive. At least $145,000. How much? It's much cheaper to run away with smugglers, but there's no guarantee you won't get caught at the border. Besides, being an illegal alien in this country to which you are going will force you to hide forever. I'm talking real papers, Carl. That requires a lot of signatures, authorizations, and confirmations from several departments. Not just local ones, but ones from the country to which you want to travel. As soon as you have all that, you'll be real citizens living there legally. Are there ways to reduce the cost? Do you need any documents allowing you to leave the country? Passports, tickets, etc. If you do, bring it over and we'll talk more. Also, if you have friends here or abroad, we can get in touch with them. Then it will be easier to get the paperwork, and you'll need less money. Thank you, George. I see. So, the protagonist of Papers, Please is in our building, and he's going to help us get out if we need to get out. I'm Carl, the landlord.
Krista Maria Drayman.
What an interesting name.
I was named after my grandmothers.
Were their names Krista and Maria?
No, but they really liked those names.
I've never heard of such a tradition. Where are you from?
Far away, Carl. Best to talk about this with my husband.
Oh, good! It's another wife who has nothing to talk about with us whatsoever. Why not? So now the question becomes, is it better to buy back? Have we been selling passports? I'm not sure we have. Yeah, here we go. Is it better to buy back the a couple passports for me and my wife? We'll see. And I don't believe we have any tickets. Because we didn't get any from Aloysius. So it looks like we're going to need to go back to blackmailing people. Well, we have no time limit, so let me count here. We've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things to blackmail people with. There are 2 people in apartment 5, 2 people in apartment 6, 2 people in apartment 3, 1 person in apartment 4, and we've not blackmailed any of those. So that's 5, 6, 7 people. Seven times 7 is 56. We can get 56,000 just from them. What? 7 times 8 is 56? Oh, actually we have another thing that's illegal. We have a rubber ducky. Good news, we have a rubber ducky! That changes everything. The rubber ducky changes everything. You have no idea how much that changes things. It's a game changer. Dora is gone for the day, so we open her door. And we need to frame her with... Oh, hold on. We need to frame her with a light bulb, a gun, and a ducky. A gun, a light bulb, and the ducky. Aloysius is also gone for the day. And Aloysius, similarly, a light bulb, a gun, and a ducky. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's going out. That's fine. Gun, light bulb, ducky. Light bulb, ducky, gun. Now, our friend here is out, and we haven't framed him for anything yet. So we get to go nuts with a gun, light bulb, an unwanted cop, a ducky, the foreign soda he already has, salt, an apple, a blue tie, music, oh, he found us. Look. Crumbs. I need him to go away so I can get the music back. And that was my fault. I got very hyper-focused on what I was doing. And you know what? We're gonna go down and talk to Nathan. Nathan. Nathan, my good man. Nathan. I have all this legal stuff in my inventory. It's awful. The soda, the narcotics, the rum, the foreign correspondence, the repair kits, the tobacco. That's good, thank you. Oh, and we can also convert a lot of our respect points to money. Mustn't forget that. But for the moment, everybody is asleep in their little beds. And I need them to get up and leave. Yes, especially you. You. Leave. Or talk on the phone. Go on. No, he's reading a book. Come on. Get out. No, I refuse to. We're going to do this in order. You have to leave now. He's watching TV. He's doing it just to annoy me. I know it. You know it. I can stand here all day. I literally don't have to sleep. I don't have to anything. I don't have to sleep. I don't have to eat. Please come out. I'm begging you. Thank you. Albert. Nicky. I keep wanting to call him Ange, and then I remember, no, Ange was a very violent man. Alright. I have to get my music before he finds it. Yes. Steal my music back. And then we're going to put jeans and fish and very quickly take the jeans and the fish. Oh my gosh! Go away! No one likes you. Well, the wife noticed us getting in the apartment, but she has no impact on the game whatsoever, so... we have no documents, so the passports... Oh, he asked if they know anyone abroad who can help us. The Shimmers. They would have helped if Destiny had been different. Albert, we're no longer the friends we are. He's upstairs. I haven't helped him yet. Alas, we're not friends anymore. Okay, so we went through everyone we've ever known. 2 of them are not friends anymore because we haven't helped them yet or finished their quest. But our son got out, and Danton owes us one. So that brought our immigration costs down from 145,000 to 115,000. If we help Albert, then let's see. Daily News. One nation, one language. The Ministry of Care would like everyone to use the national language. We are one nation and should speak one language, the minister said. Ministry officials say these measures will increase public safety, making our country less vulnerable to spies and turncoats. The latter include everyone who stores foreign literature and speaks a foreign language. And then the Voice of Truth says, overcome by another fit of paranoia, the Ministry of Order now considers every foreigner and foreign culture enthusiast a spy, including those who are here legally. With such an approach, all will be good for is selling coal. How can we deal with neighboring countries if we can't talk to them? Why shouldn't we require them to speak our language? What? What? I'm gonna put in my desk the 2 passports I obtained. See, I'm thinking like Papers, Please, and I'm actually kind of annoyed that they put the Papers, Please guy in this game, because it means they played it. And so, like, of course I stole a passport. I thought I was gonna need passports. That's what you do in Papers, Please. You have to steal passports in order to... Also, we got a thing saying foreign literature was banned, but it's not actually in our directives, so I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna profile Albert, because remember, profiling is just free information. It doesn't turn them in. No, I don't want that. Cancel. He lives in apartment 4. His name is Albert. I mean, it would be suspicious if we didn't profile him. So he likes wine. He smokes a pipe. He likes to fish. And he likes to cook. I'm not going to tell them about the fact that he can speak, the fact that he's a foreign spy, or the fact that he has foreign correspondence. The tenants in 6, I haven't learned anything about yet. So the tenants in 5, I'm going to profile. Inga lives with Gerda. They're not married. I don't really like... That's so silly that it's marital status when it should just be like roommate or something. And I'm gonna profile Inga as liking all this stuff that she likes. And then next I will profile her daughter as liking the stuff that she likes. She's unemployed. I've not searched through Sebastian and Clara's apartment as much as I want, so I'm not going to profile them yet. And of course I've already profiled everybody else. So now it's time to write up blackmail letters. First, Dora's going to get a slew of them. Dora for a light bulb. Dora, level 1. That would be 50 and 10. Send. Dora, level 1. That would be... Oh, what was the gun order? 56 and 17. And then we're gonna do Dora for the duck. That's 57 and the 6th of October. So that should be 3,000 from Dora. Then we're going to do the same with Lucius into the duck is 57 and 6. The gun is 56 and 17. And the light bulb is 50 and 10. So that's another 3,000 from Aloysius, which should bring us to 9,000. Now, our next victim is Albert from apartment 4. And with him, we get to start at the very beginning. Let's start at the very beginning. Okay, sorry. That's 34. Wait, why did I write 34? That's not right. 37? $39. I don't know why I wrote... Oh, because a 4 and a 9 look very similar if you don't close the top. 39, and that was on the 1st of September. Next is Albert in 4, and he has to do Soda next. Soda is 43 and 4. Albert 4. Jeans 45. 5. Albert 4. For music 46 and 6. Nope, not 7. 6. I've said this before, but in addition to this probably not being how you're supposed to play the game, so it feels kind of like cheating, I also don't think most people would just up and drop 11 grand or whatever in a pot plant because they got however many blackmail letters in a day. It's funny, they'll give you as many payoffs as you have information on them, but they'll only do it once. So you can blackmail them for the salt once. You can blackmail them for the ducky once. After that, they won't pay. So, which is kind of the opposite of how blackmail usually works. Usually you can get several payoffs off of somebody, but you have to space it out. So that gives us Albert. What I would really like to do next is wait for Clara and Baston to leave. And yep, there's 15,000. But since Bastion and Clara won't leave, let's go upstairs and try the upstairs apartment number 6. We're just gonna profile everybody here first. We're not gonna... Got 2 world maps. Possibly the Papers, Please wife also has a great interest in geography. And she's just very quiet about it because of reasons. Okay, not a lot to report on them. The whole apartment, or just some of it? Clara just walked past us and didn't care that we were in there, which feels like a bug. She also isn't responding to our knocking. That's fine. She may not count in the game's mind as a permanent resident because I'm guessing that we may be able to evict her. Although I don't know why we would. I'm gonna go down and fill out profiles for the apartment 6 excuse me, the apartment 6 occupants, and report that they're, you know, good upstanding citizens who definitely checkpoint worker, I guess he got a job, who definitely aren't bad people and definitely shouldn't be. Oh yes, the World Atlas is hers. Nice. And she is a jeweler. That's neat. That's sweet. just kind of doing the tedious blackmail dance at this point. It's not fun or interesting, and I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. For all of us, really, not just you. But honestly, I don't know how else to earn $100,000 for the trip to be thoroughly honest. Okay, so we found something we hadn't found before, so that makes it all worthwhile. Mildly annoyed that the act of reading is illegal, and it says books are outlawed, but it's really not. Okay, now we can start planting evidence in order to blackmail. We don't need to plant the fish. They already had an illegal fish in their apartment, so there's no reason to take that risk of police barging in on us. We can't put the apple. The salt. You took long enough to get here, didn't you, cop? The duck, and the light bulb, and the gun, and the soda. The soda, and the gun, and the light bulb, and the duck. Alright. While we're out and about, are the Bergmans home? Wonderful. Excellent. Once again, I am not quite sure that we did their whole house. I remember the still. I think we did the back room, but not the front. No, we got the tenants. We may have done the whole front room, in which case I am wasting valuable and precious time. And they're coming up. Hurry, 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 Carl, hurry. Well, that was a waste of precious time, but I can get the dirt on them later. For now, we get to fill out another bunch of blackmail reports. I know, I'm excited too. So we're going to blackmail Clara in apartment 3. And Clara has been extremely naughty because she's been harboring apples, which is $6.39. She's been harboring soda. Sorry. Jeez. Clara. Apparently I cannot click things anymore. What will we do? 43 on the 4th. She's been harboring apples. She's been harboring soda. She's been harboring blue jeans. She's been harboring I wonder if you can blackmail her twice I wonder if she moves in twice, if she's Aloysius's girlfriend and then this guy's wife. And I wonder if you can blackmail her twice for things, like if the game counts that as new or not. Light bulbs, almost done. 50 and 10 and gun 5617. I don't know why you can't streamline this and just do all of them at once. That honestly seems more useful to me in design. Because, you know, here are the 17 things I caught you doing, leave 17,000 by the door. To me, makes more sense than sending someone 17 letters. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed that, you're gonna love the fact that we now have to do it all over again for her husband. So, still apartment 3. I'm actually starting to memorize these, which is actually scaring me a little bit. Especially when it would be far more useful if I could memorize the apartment number and stop having to check that. I wonder what happens if you send somebody a blackmail letter but put the wrong date on it. Like, are they gonna be like, oh-ho, you have messed up. Are you gonna get fined? Like, dear citizen, your blackmail letter included wrong information. This cannot be born. It just can't be. 54 and 14. I wonder what this will get us up to in terms of doing 43 and 4. The gun is 56 and 17. The light bulb is 50 and 10. And the rubber duck is 57 and the 6th. Now it was important that I do all those because I'm probably going to have to get rid of one or both of them soon. And so I needed to have them all caught up on blackmail, if that makes sense. So we're going to check the plot plant. $20,000 in it. And we are very close to the amount that we need in order to emigrate right now. Let's talk to Bastion about his wife. I'm here about that delicate request of yours.
Did you find out something?
Okay, wait, I have to think this out, and probably Google it as well. I want the blueprints. If I tell him Clara is cheating... is he going to give me the blueprints? Apparently, whether we cover for her or not, we get the blueprints. All right, let's think this out morally. Clara is written to be selfish, but she is doing this to help him keep his job. Like, yeah, she's making money too, and the guy says that Carl doesn't see any of it, but how would he know? And, you know, household expenses are complicated and fungible. I'm gonna cover for Clara. I found nothing. Your wife is an angel.
What a relief! Thank you, Carl. We should celebrate. There's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Please take these important papers and put them in storage. I have no safe and I'm afraid of losing them. I'll pick them up in a couple of days. You're the only one in this building I can trust. You and my Clara, of course.
Yes! So, thank you, Bastion. I will, in fact, celebrate with you right after I go talk to a friend with the important papers that you have given me. And he and Clara can have a happy marriage while she does... Look, it's a complicated relationship. I mean, it's not complicated. She's cheating on him, and that's wrong. But I've ruined enough lives. I'm not gonna break him up, break his heart. He's happier believing that she's innocent, and she's making sure he keeps his job, and in the grand scheme of things, I emotionally feel better than the other way around. Where were we? Oh, we were giving the blueprints to the foreign spy. I knew I could count on you. Here are clean papers for everyone in your family, in case you decide to emigrate. Glue your pictures to the empty squares. Nice! Good luck. Remember, once you're at the border, don't run. If you do, the guards will set their dogs on you. Valverde owes you. Sweet. So hopefully Valverde won't, you know, blow up. What's the name of our country again? I suddenly don't know. Which definitely doesn't seem patriotic of me. I mean, I knew in Papers, Please, it was Artotzka. They, you know, glory to Artotzka. Artotzka. There's a song for that game, by the way, and it is a banger. Let's talk about immigration. You named the amount I need in order to leave. Oh. I was gonna give him... Never mind. You're doing fine, man. Just stay where you are. Irving Munch wanted an apartment in a warm house. Neighbors non-indifferent to evening conversation are welcome. Okay, so he wants a chatterbox. That's cool. We need a little bit more money before we can emigrate out. Do we just leave mid-game? Is that what we do? You know, again, in Papers, Please. I don't mean to keep comparing this to Papers, Please, but the game compares it to Papers, Please. I want to ask you about your daughter. Yes? Is she okay? You might have noticed she's different from other girls. Don't mind this, Carl. A child needs something to do with all that energy. How long has she been so patriotic? You make it sound like it's a bad thing. No, you have every reason to be proud of her. She kind of looks miserable, I'm not gonna lie. Room service. Clara, you owe me. Like, not money or anything, just a thank you. I'm Carl, the landlord. Big shot! I'm Irving Munch, market security guard. You remind me of someone. When I was young, we used to joke that we're all the same in our country. Our faces are gray from coal dust, and only the whites of our eyes are visible. The weather sucks. What did you want? Fall sucks. Then again, that country is always draped in the same depressing gray, not like the good old days. Any news? What news? I'm an old soldier. Actually, yes, I struck a real deal last week. I found half a pack of wet foreign salt in the shed and sold it. It was worthless before, but after the ban went into effect, someone gave me a fortune for it. How much was that? $300. I'm going to make a rude joke. Are you sure it wasn't sand? You lousy joker. Do you have any idea what we used to do with those in the army? I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I won't joke again, I swear. Go away. Couldn't you have held it, freaking bedwetter? You keep talking about the good old days. Was it really that much better for you back then? You know, life was more difficult back then. Store shelves were packed tight with groceries. But hardly anyone could afford even a piece of the abundance. You had to work a lot and think even more. And now everything is decided for you. You just appear at work and get what you're due. I can't even obtain the crappiest tobacco. Well, that does indeed sound nostalgic. Thank you for leaving. I wish to search your apartment now. Feel free to stay out as long as you want. We still need 15,000 in order to emigrate, which is kind of trivially easy. Given our ridiculous blackmailing tendencies. And in fact, why not? Let's go through and blackmail him too. Ah, what fun we have, the times we share. So we're just gonna put, you know, nearly everything in our inventory in his drawers, and then, you know, pull it back out. So we've got a red apple, soda, jeans, a police officer. Oh, Clara appears to be leaving Carl. Oh, maybe she was keeping the money as a nest egg for a get out fund? Hold on just a second, phone. Give me just a second, phone. Oh my gosh. Just let me finish this. Down the stairs, close the thing, get to the phone in time. Your next task is to place propaganda banners in your house. Cool? Thanks. I'll get right on that. We're gonna profile Irving in apartment 4. And then we're gonna go through the blackmail dance one more time. Actually, wait, what is going on? Yeah, okay, Clara left. She just took her bags and left Bastion. I don't know what's going on there. I'm assuming she had I'm gonna assume that she regretted the marriage for whatever reason. Which, considering, I can't even get upset at her or think that she's, you know, does she marry men extremely quickly? Yes. Is this a setting in which she probably has to in order to survive? Yes. She apparently, best we can tell, was with Bastion. Maybe liked him, maybe didn't, we don't know. But she got security out of the arrangement, an apartment. She made sure that he didn't lose his job when his work started slipping. And she made a little bit of money out of the arrangement herself, and she left whenever she got the money she needed. She could be a terrible person, or she could be a regular, normal person like everybody else, trying to make it in this very difficult and frankly, extremely misogynistic setting. Since the game has gone out of its way to show us that women are expected to stay in the kitchen, and Carl was repeatedly misogynistic to tenants, and they were apparently just supposed to what the heck is going on? Oh my god. Okay, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. I think Bastion committed suicide. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to look at that. Down here. Wow. Okay, so I covered for Clara because I didn't want him to get hurt, and I didn't feel any need for Clara to get hurt. And apparently she left him anyway, and in a fit of brokenheartedness, he I'm sorry. I know I'm not being very entertaining right now. It's just, I suddenly don't know what to say. I didn't have any warning for that. And it wasn't like with it wasn't like with Maria Shimmer, where I knew it was coming and I was just going to do an achievement for it just to get it out of the way. I'm going to pause here for I think this video is probably long enough, and we will pick up in the next episode. Once again, this has been Beholder, and my name is Anna Mardal, and you have a wonderful day. I hope I see you in the next Let's Play. Goodbye.